She spent $50,000 on brand strategy from 3 different agencies, a beautiful logo, gorgeous website, messaging that sounded impressive, but every time she showed up to speak or got on a sales call, she felt like a fraud wearing someone else's clothes. Here's what she actually needed and why most agencies are setting you up to fail. I'm Charla, and after watching brilliant women invest tens of thousands of dollars in brand strategy only to feel more disconnected from their business than ever, I realized something. The branding industry is selling makeovers when what you actually need is transformation. Let me tell you about Tara. She's a leadership consultant, brilliant woman, incredible results for her clients. But when she came to me, she was exhausted and frustrated. Charla, she said, I've worked with 3 brand agencies in 2 years. I have a $1 million brand, but I feel like I'm wearing someone else's clothes. Every time I show up, I feel like I'm performing instead of just truly being myself. She pulled out her laptop and showed me everything. A logo that belonged in a design museum, a website that could win awards, messaging that sounded like it came from a Fortune 500 company. It was all beautiful, but none of it was her. Here's what had happened. Every agency gave her a piece of the puzzle, but nobody helped her become the person who could embody that brand. Agency 1 gave her gorgeous visuals, but didn't address her imposter syndrome. Agency 2 wrote powerful messaging, but didn't teach her how to deliver it with confidence. Agency 3 created a content strategy, but didn't help her show up consistently because she was overwhelmed by trying to manage everything herself. She had spent $50,000 on what looked like transformation, but it felt like performance. And here's the truth nobody in the branding industry wants to admit. A beautiful brand with a broken person behind it will always fail. And that's why I built Iconic differently. Instead of giving Tara another brand strategy, we gave her brand embodiment. Weeks 1 to 2, our mindset coach worked with her to eliminate the limiting beliefs that were making her feel like a fraud. We identified that she was trying to sound corporate because she thought that that's what leadership consultants should sound like. Weeks 3 to 4, our stylist created a signature look that made everything feel powerful in every room. Our lead stylist created a signature look that made her feel powerful in every room. Not costumey, not fake, authentically her, but elevated. Weeks 5 to 6, our speaking coach helped her develop her stage presence and identify her signature stories, the ones that made her come alive when she told them. Weeks 7 to 8, our AI specialist automated her content systems. Throughout, I orchestrated the big vision, making sure every piece reinforced her new identity instead of competing with it. And here's where the magic happens. We're in constant communication, sharing ideas, adjusting strategy. And when her stylist noticed that she lit up wearing a certain color, we incorporated that into her brand palette. When her speaking coach identified her most powerful stories, our messaging specialist wove them into her content strategy. The result? Tara didn't just get a new brand, she became a new version of herself. And within 30 days, she was showing up to sales calls with confidence instead of anxiety. And within 60 days, she booked her first 25K speaking engagement. And within 90 days, she had more client contracts than ever before. But here's what she said that made everything click. Charla, for the first time in my business, I don't feel like I'm performing. I feel like I'm just being me, but the most powerful version of me. Here's what nobody tells you about building a powerful personal brand. It's not about what you project. It's about who you become in the process. And most agencies focus on the projection. We focus on the transformation. Because when you truly embody your brand, when your confidence matches your message, when your presence matches your positioning, and when your systems support your vision, that's when you become magnetic. Your influence should match your income, your presence should match your positioning, and your external brand should match your internal evolution. Because you're not just building a brand, you're becoming the woman who can carry it. She spent $50,000 on brand strategy, 3 agencies, 3 makeovers, and still felt like a fraud. Every time she showed up, it felt like she was performing someone else's version of her. The logo was stunning, the website award-winning, the messaging perfect on paper, but none of it sounded or felt like her. And that's the trap that women fall into. They buy brand makeovers, but what they actually need is brand transformation. Because a beautiful brand can't fix a woman who's afraid to take up space. You don't need another rebrand. You need to become the woman your brand was built for. I'll see you in your next era.